Hello there, I'm Kevin Parson. And as some of you know, I've been having some online video chats with local people recently. And we're now in a new series called Lockdown Lowdown, where we have a chat with various local businesses. We're in Distal. We're in the Dis area today because, of course, we're doing it from home as we're online. But I'm really pleased to be able to welcome Diane Grantham. Hello, Di, how are you?
Hello, Kevin. I'm very well, thank you. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you very much. Yeah, it's all sort of a nice bright day yet again. All the days seem to be merging into one at the moment, I think.
They do, yeah, they definitely do.
So, Diane, sort of really, perhaps you'd like to start by just telling me a little bit about yourself, what you do in terms of a business.
Yep. Well, I'm Di Grantham. I'm based in Palgrave and I operate Dis Maths Tutor, and I offer one-to-one and small group tuition for students of all abilities, age 7 right up to GCSE level. There's no upper limit on age range. I'm very proud to say my oldest student was 48 and she achieved a grade 5 at GCSE, having never managed to pass her O-level way back in the day. So I'm very proud of that. So I cater for students of all ability, age 7 upwards, who want some support with their maths, whether they want to catch up, keep up, or even get ahead. So that's what I do.
And of course now, obviously with COVID-19, everything is online, whereas before, presumably, some of it was one-to-one, and obviously your longer distance people, that was online anyway.
Yes, yeah. I've been offering online tuition since about 2016, when I discovered Zoom, which is quite nice that I was there before it became worldwide or really popular. Everyone seems to be on Zoom now. So it was quite good because once the lockdown occurred, I was able just to tell parents that I'd be moving all the tuition sessions online. And most people have adapted really well. I use an online whiteboard. The students can see what I'm writing, I can see what they're writing, we can hear each other, we can see each other, and it's just like being sat in the room with them. So I can even use protractors and things like that using on-screen tools, but I've also got another camera that I can use to show them using manipulatives as well. So if a student is using blocks or anything to do counting or anything like that, I can show them that online as well using the camera. So it's really versatile and works really, really well.
That sounds really good, because sometimes you think sort of, you lose a bit sort of when you go online, but it sounds like that is actually just like a one-to-one. And presumably, do you think you'll go back to one-to-ones, or do you think more people will actually prefer the online method?
I think for some people, they will realise how convenient online working is, because obviously once you get your child home from school, you haven't got to then turn out and drive 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes down the road to take them to the tutor. You haven't then got to sort of hang around waiting for them. So online, your child's there at home, you can set them up, you can go and bake a cake, cook your tea, whatever you want to do. So I think for some people, they will really see the benefits of that. And they've been forced into looking at it as an option. I have other students that can't wait to get back to face-to-face, because although they enjoy that they're engaged online, I think there's also something about being in the room with a person as well. So I know there are some that are clamouring for in-person tuition, and actually I quite like seeing them in person as well. So, but I suspect I'll have more online students than I've had before. So.
And yeah, which sounds great, isn't it? Sort of obviously that sort of as things develop, sort of, and I think sort of with the situation we're in, we're sort of fast forwarding everything, I think, really. And so you say you live just outside of this. So and I mean, what do you love about this? Because you moved here about 8 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I love this. I love the fact that it's still a relatively small market town, even though it is expanding. I love the historical centre of it. I love to see the remnants and exposed parts of some of the medieval buildings that are there. Absolutely love that about Dis. And I love the people because, you know, there's so much to do. You know, get away from the teenage attitude, or there's nothing to do. Actually, if you look for it, there is loads to do. You just have to find what it is you want to do, and if you want to get involved, you can. But if you want to keep yourself to yourself, you can do that too. And I think it's a really nice mix.
And presumably with sort of being in this, really, it looks as though, with obviously how busy you are now, that people have taken the DIS people have taken you to the heart. You know, why do you think that is?
I think it's about putting their children first. Obviously, I'm limited to how much time I spend with their children, but when they come, I'm not just their tutor. I think they see me as a mentor as well. And I sometimes, you know, the student will sit there and tell me about an issue that's gone on at school, and you can talk those things through. And it's different from being a parent, because when you're a parent, you're emotionally involved. But as a tutor, you're not so much, and you can guide them through that process. But it's also about wanting the best for the students as well, and I can see where the gaps are in a way that maybe in a classroom when they're with 30 other students, it's difficult for them to get that one-to-one attention, and for the teacher to pinpoint exactly where the missing skills are, because they're trying to do that for everybody, whereas I can do that on a one-to-one basis, or even sometimes a 1-to-3 basis, because some of my students come as a group as well. So yeah, it's that personal touch, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's right. I think sort of, you know, the personal touch. It's like, I don't think which in any business that you're in, or any community you're in, I think sort of it's always the personal contact, which is obviously really important. And so, sort of, have you been here 8 years? I mean, have you noticed much difference in the last 8 years in terms of people or the town itself?
When the town itself, obviously on the outskirts, there's been lots of building work and new housing estates. I think that's the biggest change. Oh, and I guess it'll be worse after the lockdown with the shops. Some of those sort of changing quite quickly, new startups, but I think that's just the face of the high street. I think that's everywhere at the moment, but that's a big change. So yeah, it'd be nice to see more independence, and people doing really well. So, but maybe even this lockdown may actually help some businesses, because those that have adapted and are offering delivery, and maybe were sort of fairly unnoticed, hopefully they'll be noticed more, and people will use them again once the lockdown's over. So it could actually be an opportunity for lots of businesses if, you know, if people go with them.
and sort of, you know, with regards to this, obviously, because you know, the reason why, the reasons why you moved here, but is there anything really interesting that you think some people should know about this, in terms of interest or historic or anything like that at all?
Yeah, well, I love history anyway, but there was one thing I picked up when I was working at a school, at the American school actually, over at Feltwell on the base, and we did a topic on Thomas Paine, and we were very involved with Thetford Museum over it. And as part of that, I discovered that Thomas Paine is supposed to have spent a short amount of time in Dis, which I was really surprised to hear about. So.
Yeah, because I always thought Thomas Paine was just associated with Thetford. But
yeah, and that's what I thought as well. But apparently he had, I don't think it was very long, but I think he was working as a staymaker in Dis for a while.
And if there's something in Dis that you'd like to remain the same, because obviously I know things change, but if there was just something that sort of you'd like to remain the same in the Dis or the area, what do you think that would be?
I think we have to preserve the old parts. I really do, and not try to over modernise. I think Dis has got a lot of history behind it. A lot of the architecture is absolutely wonderful, and I think that's what brings people to the town. And I think maybe Dis should make more of it. as well. So yeah, I think that's something that we should definitely preserve.
Yeah. And as a final thing, what sort of, obviously the lockdown is going to happen eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later. But is there one particular place that you would like to visit in terms of either schools, restaurants, pubs, anywhere locally where you'd I can't wait to go and visit?
Well, on a Wednesday evening, I attend Discord, which is the Wellbeing Choir. And on a Wednesday evening, there's a gang of us that always go to the Cock on Fair Green afterwards. And I'm really looking forward to get together with those people, as well as going to Discord, but really looking forward to a nice drink in the Cock with some really good friends and have a real good catch up.
That sounds a really good plan, Diane, a really good plan. So, Diane, I'd really like to say thank you so much for your time today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed talking to you. And if anyone knows Diane and would like to make any comments in the boxes below, please do so. And also, if you know anyone who's in business, any local champions, heroes, people in business who are making a difference, or in fact just managing to cope with obviously the COVID-19 situation, please do let me know. I'd love to chat with them, and obviously then we can post them online. So once again, thanks Diane for joining us.
Thank you very much,
and look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.